back, folks, and hello to any newcomers. This is lesson 37, and what I want to do today, I'll put your sketch up first so you can sketch it all out, and then when we go on to the painting, I want you to use raw sienna or ochre just as a sideline colour. But the main two colours on this is the ultramarine and burnt umber, a good strong mix of that, and cameo and lemon. Now, what I'm trying to do on this one is we've seen some lovely pictures around this area in spring, and this is oilseed rape. This is here. It's a nice bright lemon colour, lovely. And the sky, I want it to be a dark, threatening sky, which will contrast the lemon of the rape. I've masked out the trees because I don't want them as dark as the sky. I want them lighter than the sky. And we'll see how we go from there. But there's your colours on the top there. The main two colours, I say, is the ultramarine and burnt umber mixed together, and a pot of Cadmium lemon. And we'll take it from there. The little bits of colours we'll add in between, but that's basically what it is. So let's get the colours off here, and let's get cracking, shall we? Off we go. The colour I've got this first time is for the sky. This is got a dirty colour right there, so I'll mix the stuff with it. It's not very clean. It's a kind of sky that you don't want to be out in, really. It's a threatening one. See how we go with it anyway. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But here we are today, folks, as usual, warts and all. Whatever happens, we'll share it. Right, that's just it's supposed to be clean water, that, but it's got so much paint in it through mixing that colour. It's in the brush. It's made a right mess of it, but not to worry. We'll take it from there. Right, let's put some colour onto this now. This is the mix, the heavy mix. That's the one. We are like that. This is the ultramarine and burnt umber. We'll make this a threatening sky, shall we? Not a nice day. But if you paint nice days all the time, it gets boring. So we got to tackle all kinds of skies, haven't we? We'll survive somehow. And of course it pales off as it goes towards the horizon. But I don't want it to pale too much because I want that strong contrast. I'll take it down as far as I can there. Where the sky's up against that hedgerow there. Dip it along here. Mind the feel, because I want those lemon, nice and lemony. Right along there, lovely. Big brush for messing about like this, but we'll get there. We'll sort it. That looks all right to start with, but I don't think it's threatening enough at the top there. Let's make it more threatening, shall we? Make it really, really angry, an angry sky. Oh yes, we need to be, that's better. Let's get some more darks in there. What I've done to get this darker colour, by the way, I've just got mixed some more of the same colours, but less water. We can play about with it. I like messing about with skies because it's about 3/4 of your picture, isn't it? So it's nice if you can make a nice sky, you've got a nice picture. If you don't muck up the bottom bit. but we can do it. We have the technology. Is that dark enough, Doris? Is it threatening enough? Shall I make it a bit more threatening? Mixing a bit more colour there. Oh, that's really dark, that. Yeah, that's getting more like I wanted it now. And if you're not careful, you have a tendency to overwork it. So don't do it. Just stop. This is, as I said, oilseed rape along here. Let's get that in. Then we'll cover most of the white, haven't we? See where we're going. Yeah, that's the colour I want. Both these fields are oilseed rape, so they're not distinguishing between both of them. We can do them both together. But the thing you can see straight away there's a good contrast between the two colours, which is it's when you people are looking at your painting, they think, wow. That's you want people to sit up and look at what you've got, and that's how to do it. Give them something to really think about. That's our lemon to start with. In fact, what we can put in the foreground, I can probably put a bit of, go on, I can fiddle now, I suppose, a bit of cadmium lemon and some winter blue, and because you're going to get a touch of this, the foreground colour of this, the rape. Because you can see you see when it comes close to the rape, you see the stalks and things like that. So you have a good chance of seeing that as well. Anyway, I'll not mess about now. I'll sort that out later. It's okay for dry now. We can work on that. That's it. I want to get in now. Then the next is take some of these distant bushes in across here. That they start at the back and work our way forward. So a good idea with this is if you get a piece of, let's see what colour we want first. Well, we're going to use some of that dark colour we've got because that's nice. I'm not wasting that. I've got some mixed. You know what it's like to be Yorkshireman. You don't waste anything. Let's put a pinch a bit of that colour there. Put some depth in there. Well, I can put a touch of lemon into that and see what happens. See what colour we got. A bit darker than that I want. Keep mixing it on there. That'll do. I've done it on test paper that, so that's what I've been messing about at. So I'm going to use a piece of paper here, which will help me get a bit of a straight line there, and use some of this to put some of this distant stuff in like this. It's quicker. How's that? That saved me a job, hasn't it? Don't want much detail in that because it's a bit far away, isn't it? Let's just put a touch of smoothness in the bottom there like that. Perhaps a little touch of darkness in, just to give it a bit of shape. And stand out against the yellow. Right, there's a bush there which I want to put that in now. which is a nice one just here. This is the foreground one, so this is behind this is the background one, so we can put a touch of that in first. Mind the oilseed rape. We don't want to lose our lovely colour, do we? It's important we keep that. Yeah, it's handy that grey sky stuff. We can use it out on these trees and that. It's nice. The light today, folks, is coming from if we do it from the right, we can have a nice shadow from these trees going on these fields, can't we? So yeah, we'll have it from the right. So that's our background tree there. I'm just suggesting other little bushes in the middle of this. A bit more interest. Now we'll do this bush at the side here. This will be a bit stronger because it's closer to us. So I've mixed some cadmium yellow for this and some Windsor blue. Now let's just pop some of this in here. It's not a big thing, so I've only got a little brush here. But you can see the value of it, the colour of it. It's warmer than the one behind there, so it's going to immediately stand in front of it, isn't it? That's the idea anyway. And again, mind the oilseed rape. I'm going to introduce some of that the dark sky colour into the bottom of this as well. That'll anchor it. Some of that dark bluey stuff in here. Oh, I like that. Yes. So you just flick it in when it's wet and it flows, doesn't it? Lovely. It does the work for you. But what it does also, it gets that lovely contrast between that and the field. The light's from the right, isn't it? So we're going to get some darks around the back side of these trees. And I think if I use a rigger on this, I can just a touch of, suggesting of branches in some of this stuff here like this. That's better. That's that done. So that's you see, it's nicer green than this one. That one's in the background. That's a bit further back, and then we've got the oilseed. We've got another little bit of tree bushes, if you like, right in the foreground here. So let's have some of them in. I'll put these in quite a strong green. This is springtime, don't forget. So we want a nice green. This is cadmium yellow and some of that Windsor blue. They make a nice combination, those for greens. I'll just use that on there to level my thing up. And also what it will do is it pushes that second field back a bit, and it gives it depth. Which is nice. There's a bit of a fence here, so I'm going to stick to that fence and put a bit of that in. Put some dark in the bottom of that. Level that up a bit. Right, I can put that bit of twiddle at the bottom of this here hedge here, like that, see. I'll put the fence in afterwards. This is just to separate the two fields. Right, I think the next thing we'll have, I'll put this bit of a bank in here, and I could a good spring green, because it's springtime. This is good spring kind colour is some Windsor Blue Red shade and some Cadmium Lemon, and you'll find out it'll give you a nice rich summer green. A spring green, remember what I'm talking about. Going crackers. Spring green. That's this stuff here. This is the undercoat, by the way, folks. It's not your finished product. But it gives you a nice base colour. We're cracking on with this one, aren't we? This is not taking long, this one. It's a quickie, which is so far. We'll sort it. Touch more colour in there. Well, that green a bit stronger as it comes towards us. It's more full in colour, isn't it? And it's not a lawn, I say. It's rough ground going down to the field. Rugged stuff it is. So lesson 37, we're getting there. I didn't want to start. I didn't think we'd get this far, but I keep going. Apparently they're going to let me out on for August the 1st. I'll still keep painting though. I can't stop painting. I see some nice darks in here. That's lovely. So the more darks you put in, see this here oilseed rape stands out even more, doesn't it? Lovely. Juicy stuff. You can't beat a good juicy dark. Well, as I go further back, I'm going to sort of pale that off a bit to trying to create a general bit of depth in there. Paler than that. Someone there. And add a bit of twiddle onto it to give some shape. I mean, later we can put some twigs and stuff like that in it. That'll sort it out. If I don't, that tree seems to have dropped down here a bit. So what I might do, I know I'm thinking on my feet here. I might just put in another hedgerow there. Let's see how we go with that. A bit of a hedgerow. See how we go with that. say just here to make that another field, if you like. I'll just, how's this? See, when you make a mistake, you can sometimes get out of it if you're careful. Put one down there like that. So that can be another field right there. I've just decided put some darks in the bottom of this. So that's got rid of that bump there, hasn't it? I think it is anyway. Put a bit of highlight on that and see if it'll... How's that? That separates it. Right, we're winning. And where this touches the oilseed rape at the front, I want to darken some of this. I'll drop some water on there to give it where it meets the ground. It's generally a bit muddy, isn't it, and stuff like that. So we'll have a touch of that on there as well, just to sort of give it some realism down here, which separates it. Slip some one or two darks at this bank here. I'd say it's not a lawn, it's rough ground. A bit more detail down here. Right, that's coming all right now. Right, I've got these trees now. I think we'll take that masking fluid off and see what we can do with these trees. Good stuff, that. A couple of quid, and I say it's worth every penny. In the last few years, a really good buy. Masking fluid, it's called. I mean, people with a lot of experience, I hope I'm not boring you, because I'm also hopefully talking to sort of people who've never painted before, and I want to sort of share this information I've gained with them as well, so they'll have as much information as you as well. That's all, so please bear with me. Right, that looks a bit better. Right, these trees, I think we'll have them, this is at raw sienna. I said initially start what we need a colour of raw sienna, so I'll get a bit of raw sienna on this, and let's give it a base coat of raw sienna, these trees. Lovely colour, transparent. I'll start with this one, the big one. I'm going as far as I can with this brush. I'm going to have to get a smaller one to get these smaller branches on. You're tempted to not bother switching, but believe me, if you don't, you're going to mess it up. Go as far as you can and then switch. Stands out better against a dark sky, doesn't it? In fact, I think I'm getting to a stage where I better change brushes. Nearly, anyway. Yep, let's get a smaller brush. Must be a rigger here somewhere amongst this lot. I've got more brushes and 100 newtons. Yeah, just finding them. This'll do. Little rigger. Get that up there. I'm doing something I tell you not to do. When you do that, you should start, if you're right-handed, start at that side so you don't smudge it. So you have a chance of smudging it when you're working on these through doing that one first. So we all get it wrong. Or think we know it all. I have to be careful, that's all. A little twiddle bit there. Of course, these trees will have sort of leaves on which are what I call, well, spring-like. Because when the leaves first come out, they're gorgeous colour, aren't they? They're lovely, rich, lovely, fresh green. The newness of spring is beautiful. This one, I say, the season is so important to me because every season has got its charm. It's, I say, spring. It's lovely to see all the new greens and the oilseed rapes and stuff like that coming out. And then full summer, you get your full richness of colour and volume. And then autumn, you get the lighter colour with autumn colours. And of course, my favourite time is winter. Because I love the bare trees. I love to depict them. It's a lovely time of year. And especially when there's snow on it. It really is nice. I like painting in snow. It's lovely. When you sat on site, it's a bit chilly. I once did a painting of a place called Morstan Key. For a doctor it was, he wanted this, I think he was retiring or something, and they wanted a painting of Morstan Key in winter. And believe me, it was winter. So I sat there painting this, and well, for you experienced painters, that you must realise, when you're painting, you don't feel the cold. Well, I don't anyway. And I was just concentrating on what I was doing. Because it was a commission. I wanted to get it right. And by the time I'd done, I couldn't straighten my fingers out. They were that blooming cold. And the strangest thing was, there weren't many people about, obviously, because it's that kind of weather. And I couldn't get my car key out of my pocket because my fingers were bent. I was in a right state. Anyway, you might not believe this, but the bloke came past with his dog, and I asked him if he'd mind getting my key out of my pocket for me. He gave me a funny look, but he did it, and I so appreciated it, so that I can get in the car and get warm. But that's how cold it was. And I say, you don't realise how cold it gets when you're busy. The things we put up with for art, I don't know. Don't know we do it for the money. So we got our trees. We need to sort out the undercoat for it. Right. I want to just put in some now the light's coming from the right, isn't it? So we're going to get some And some of the get this stuff. I've got some left. I'm going to use it. I'm going to finish using that. On the shadow side, we're going to get some of this on this side, aren't we? So don't forget that to give it some shape. Bit boring this bit. I said don't. I'll get through it. But it makes a difference if you do it, because your tree looks three-dimensional for a start, and you people that look at your painting will think, "Wow, look at that," and that's the wow factor you're trying to go for. Want to put some root marks down in this as well. Same with this one. A bit more twiddle up here. It's our most important tree, the thicker one, isn't it? So I'm going to put a bit more detail on that one than the others. Bit of twiddle on this one here, and this one. Nice to have a bit of twiddle on there. I might have another one just here. Lovely. Put a bit of dark on that one. I don't know if you're in a hurry, but it does help if you spend a bit of time on this. It might seem to bore the pants off you, but believe me, it helps. Bit of dark on that. Right, I'm using that sky colour, but hardly any water. So that's ultramarine and burnt umber without hardly any water. That should give me a reasonably dark value to put this in. So we go. That's this one here. Little stubby up bits up here. And it also pushes that field back a bit, doesn't it? So it's put it behind it, which is again what we want. Creating depth all the time. Let's try a bit on this top here. This is more rustic, this one. A bit of a fence here. I think he must have cut up a packing case, a packing crate for these to get these. It's not very elegant, his fence. Nice to anchor some of these trees down as well. Got the rigger in my hand. So that's it. With this new rigger that Mike's bought me, I'm really impressed with it. It's given me all sorts of scope with to have a twiddle with it. Grasses and stuff like that. It's lovely. Nice to break the horizon with as well, like that. So you can see it set against the sky. Right, what am I doing next? I want to put some leaves on these trees. That's important. I want to put some. I don't want these leaves to be sort of fresh green, nice summery or spring green with this. It's as I say, on my palette, for them that's painted with me before, I don't have a green, so I have to make them. And the beauty of making them is they're all different, so I don't get bogged down with the same green every time, which is a lot nicer. And cadmium lemon also is an opaque colour, which is handy when you want to cover something that's a dark. Let's see how we go with that. See how we go. Let's put a bit of. Just using the side of the brush here, folks. And this is that cadmium lemon with some Windsor blue in it. So just flicking. It's not got all the leaves yet from for summer. It's got the suggestion of leaves. Of course, you get some nice lemony ones as well. Flick it into here. You get the nice bright lemon colour. This also gives us the link to the oilseed rape, doesn't it? On the foreground of the picture, the main theme. And I'm using hardly any water with this. It's just mainly paint, and I'm trying to get that. Just a flash of these pale colours, or vibrant colours if you like. Some down here. Because the light's from the right, isn't it? So I might get some nice highlights on that right hand side, because that's where the sun's catching it. And of course we'll get some darks on the other side, won't we? Can't have one without the other. Cover the trunk there, which kills off the plainness of it. Right, Let's see if I have some darks on there and see if I can put some darks in without ruining it. Bit of dark. This is used the sky colour again, folks. That's the ultramarine and the burnt umber. That should give me some darks for that side, shouldn't it? Just test it on a piece of test paper and get darks on this side. That's it, yes. Darks onto this side. I don't want to overdo it, or it looks, take some of that strength out of that. It's a bit too strong. Too contrasty. Right, I think that will do for that tree. I think I might just get a touch more dark on that, on the underside of this here. Right, now this oilseed rape field at the front, you're going to see a bit of details of the stalks and stuff like that, so I think we're going to put some stalky stuff in just to bring it forward, or otherwise it's just a flat piece of lemon, isn't it? We don't want that. So let's see what we can do with this to put some foreground in. This is, I'm using the lemon, of course, that lemon, and so Windsor blue there. There. But I'm putting a touch of that burnt umber from the sky in there because it's too bright. And let's see what I've got here. This is a chisel brush that's handy for things like this, just to suggest a touch of edge of the field, if you like, and it brings it forward for you. You get some rogue pieces, where there's sewn it, you get some rogue pieces going up where they ploughed it. Just gets a touch of that. Just a touch of that sort of stuff. I'm always pleased when I can use it up. Let's see about the light's from the right, isn't it? So we're going to get some shadowy stuff down here as well, you know, in this bit. in amongst these reeds at the front. Not reeds, the edges of the oilseed rape. Of course, we're going to get some down this side, aren't we? This bank here. Just where it's catching the light there. Now these trees will cast a bit of a shadow down that bank, won't it, like that? And then they'll level out under the field, of course, like that. You'll get this sort of effect. From the shadows. This main tree, that will cast a lovely shadow, I would think. From down here, see? Tumbles down the bank again, hits the field, then levels out, follows the contours. But it's bigger than that, so it's going to be a bigger shadow, isn't it? So let's get one right across here, shall we? And that one will intermingle with as well. That one, this one here, so that'll show itself down here as well. I don't think you get much from that little one there. You might just get a touch of shadow from these fence posts, just a touch, just showing down here like this, look. That'll show down there. I suppose you can put that in across the top there like that, if you want. I don't think you get much just there because you wouldn't see it. That's it. But put a few dots of red in here. That'll give it a nice bit of sparkle, won't it? Let's see how we go with that. A few dots of red. I like a bit of red. I'm not going to put figures in today. It's just a sort of a countrified scene, and it's just showing nature, if you like. Oh, Fred's gone home today. He's not interested in this scene. But let's touch these in here, the foreground. I'm not going right across, or it would have looked naff. Just up this corner here. And we shall probably get one or two on this bank here like that. But it's in shade, but you'll still get the effect of them. down this side. Of course, you can put some dark eyes in, because they have a dark eye, don't they? The poppies in our country. Well, they're in every country really. So let's pop a few dark eyes in. Just a touch, no one or two. And I think that new rigger is bought me. I like that. I might just put a touch of just a touch of some rogue grasses growing up like this. See. It'll link this foreground with the rest of it. I'm getting to the fiddle stage now. That's a dangerous. Once we get to this stage, you should put the brush down. That's it. Twiddle some around here. I suppose you've got to put some one of these poppers to let them know that they're standing with something. Got some stalks and that, have you? Just a few. And now I'm looking for things to do, which is not a good idea. It's just probably an odd branch there, which I like that branch. Coming across that tree. One out there as well. And I'm looking for things to do, so stop. Well, that's it for today, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, I've enjoyed painting it, give us a like or a subscribe, and we'll let you know when the next one's coming up. And I'll see you the next time. Any questions you've got or comments, please put them in the section below. And until then, it's goodbye. So goodbye till the next time. Bye bye, folks.